welcome to my predictions for Game of Thrones Season 7, Episode 5. Subscribe to my channel and share and like. I appreciate it. Vote now. Now, when we last got the video at the end of the episode, it shows the dragon, who is humongous, on top of a mountain, and she has all the Lannister army standing in front of her. I mean, what's left of them. As you see, they've been roasted. I mean, just obliterated, and they have no choice after going through what they've seen. She basically tells them that she's not here to be a murderer, which is a joke, but she says that she's here to conquer. And so, bend the knee and she'll spare their lives. Otherwise, she'll destroy them. And when she was saying bend the knee, Tyrion is looking at everybody and he's like, damn, these guys, I know a lot of, well, he don't know all the soldiers, but he knows, of them, and he used to break bread with them, and he's kind of looking in disgust of what she's done. He didn't want to see people roasted alive and stuff, and she's kind of become that. And then she says, if you don't bend the knee, you'll be destroyed, and so Tyrion is like, damn, I've kind of created a monster. She's starting to become what we didn't want, evil ruler. And he doesn't really, she doesn't listen to him no more because all his strategy didn't work. And she's standing there with the dragon behind her, the Dothraki army, and she's making the Lannister soldiers convert to her. So she's going to pretty much, turn Cersei's army against her. Back at Dragonstone, Varys is telling Tyrion, you got to get her to listen to you. It's important. Otherwise, she's going to become another evil ruler, basically. That's what he's implying. And Tyrion, he's back to drinking again. He hasn't drank in a while, really. And now he's having a drink and he's stressing, and he doesn't say anything in the clip, but he gives that look like, man, you right, but this shit is harder than it seems, man. She's gone kind of mad her damn self. It must be in the Targaryen blood. They showed the dragon flying around in the air, and they just flashed the scene real fast. And then the next thing that you see is it's flying, and they show Jon Snow looking above, and then the dragon roaring in Jon Snow's face. Now Jon is seeing the dragon, more than likely she's on it. Now the way he's looking, I'm assuming and predicting that maybe he didn't see her on it when she left. Okay, and so now he sees her on the dragon. It's kind of hard to see her in this picture, but the castle behind it doesn't look like Winterfell, so I'm assuming that that's Dragonstone. She's back at Dragonstone now, and you can see her on top of it, and it's roaring in his face. I guess that's trying to show a force, trying to intimidate him, let her know, hey man, I ain't no joke. She already said she'll fight with him. So as long as he bends the knee. So maybe this is a little extra push to get him to bend the knee. Now she wants him to support her, and then if he bends the knee, he can convert his people. Cersei is saying, whoever stands in our way, we'll destroy them. That's what she says in that clip, but she's looking a little pissed off, so I'm taking it that she's probably received the news that they were defeated. And it did say in that episode that the gold was across, so she did get the gold at least, but they didn't get all the food. And Qyburn has his head down, so I'm taking it and predicting that he gave the bad news and she's pissed. So she's probably going to wrap up the production of those boats, those ballistas, because they do know, I'm pretty sure, that one of those boats more than likely hit the dragon and hurt it. They show all of these birds at Winterfell flying, and then they show Brandon Stark later with his eyes white, so he's controlling the birds. And then one thing that they do say is that while Jon Snow is at the table, you can see Daenerys and everybody there. So that's Winterfell because they had circular towers. So it had to be Dragonstone where he was still with the dragon. I mean, I guess it's kind of obvious because in the next scene they show that table that was carved in Dragonstone that had a map built into it that Stannis was at and Daenerys and everybody is. And here's the scene where they show the table and he's telling the plan, and you can see Daenerys back of her head right there. And he was saying in that scene that Bran told him he saw the White Walker King or whatever marching by East March or whatever. So somehow or another they must have sent the Raven to Dragonstone to let him know. And Jon would know all about this because remember he killed that wildling dude that was a warg that could control those eagles or whatever. That's the ones that scratched his face when he killed them. That dude was jealous that he was with old girl that was a wildling girl. And here's the flock of ravens or whatever that Brandon more than likely was controlling to see where the White Walkers were. And they show that the White Walker army is huge, and they have giants in their army now. Remember they showed that giant in episode 1 of season 7. They got giants in the army, so their army is going to be a badass army to defend. Even with the 3 dragons, it's going to take a while to kill them. But I guess she could just kill them from above. They don't have those ballistas that Cersei has, and so I think they're gonna get wiped out pretty easy. They got more of a challenge with Cersei, I think. If it wasn't for the 3 dragons, though, they would be in trouble. Now he's getting all the dragon glass, and he's gonna start mining that to create weapons. But that's only going to really be important if the White Walker army attacks before they get there, before she's able to help, or if they're getting attacked by Cersei and the White Walkers at the same time. I put this here because if you were interested to see how it was made, you can go into this website right here and you can see how it was made. That was a great battle scene, and it's worth checking out if you're interested in seeing how this show is made. It's a great show, great special effects, over $1 million per episode. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, share, like, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.